Can you give me your favorite thing about America in your best American accent?
All right. All right. My favorite thing about America is their hiking trails. They got some real nice national parks.
That is good. I like
Huh?
that. It's funny
Thank you.
whenever like maybe an actor or a singer is different, but whenever I do my American accent, I put on
Yeah.
a southern.
Uh-huh.
For some reason, we always do the southern.
Yeah.
All
I feel
right,
like it must probably be the easiest to hit.
I think so too. G'day and welcome to the Big Down Under podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton and today I'm talking to a guy who is walking around the world. He is 2.5 years in to his journey. His name is Alexander Campbell. This guy's amazing. He set out in Sydney, Australia, and he walked kind of through Australia and got to Asia. He walked through some of Europe and I don't even know where he is right now, actually. I'm about to call him and find out where in the world he is because what he does is he just packs a small backpack, not really any money, nothing, no real anything besides just walking himself, no one else, every day for the past 2.5 years. And so I'm just fascinated. I want to know about the practicalities of how he does it. How do you walk through countries, you don't know the language, you barely even know the direction. He's walking on dirt roads. This isn't like you can just check Google Maps. He's walking through jungles and he aims to walk around the entire world. He's more than halfway there. So I talked to him just about different anecdotes, his experience out in the field. Has he seen any dangerous animals or people? Where does he poo? Like, where do you poo when you're walking all day, every day? Interesting question. So this was really just like, I didn't even have to try it, this one. I just like, let this guy go and just ask the first thing that comes to my mind. Like, this guy's walking around the world, man. Walking around the world. Must get lonely. But at least he's got me to keep him company for the next half an hour. Without further ado, he is Alexander Campbell. Alex, can you tell me like where you are right now, how you're finding Wi-Fi, and like where have you walked today?
Yeah. So at the moment, I'm actually taking a break. So I'm in Tbilisi in Georgia. And yeah, I've been here for about like the last month. So yeah, taking a break, just catching up on editing my videos to try and get them back up to date. Like documenting my trip. Yeah.
I like that. Oh, so you wait until you have a pit stop to do all your social media stuff?
It's more that it just like the walking takes up so much time of my day that the videos kind of slowly get further and further behind. And so like, it's nice now to take a break and kind of work on, getting them back up to date. Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine you're pretty exhausted and then having to log on to TikTok or something is like, no, not now.
Yeah. It's hard. Yeah. There's only so many hours in the day.
So you're on a 1 month break right now in Georgia.
Yeah.
Having started out in Sydney, Australia, a couple years ago, could you tell me just give us the basics of, your mission and how it's been?
Yeah. So I started about 2.5 years ago from Sydney, Australia. And over that time, walked from Sydney up to Darwin and then across like Southeast Asia, through like Singapore, like Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, and through like Bangladesh, India, Nepal, Pakistan, China, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, and now finally here in Georgia.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
so
amazing.
It's been about 18,000 kilometers.
And what are your rules for like, using some sort of transportation other than your legs?
So if I can get on a boat, that would be awesome. So like, for instance, like I sailed across from Australia to Indonesia. But after that, unfortunately, I couldn't go through Myanmar at the moment just because of the civil war ongoing. So I had to get a flight from Thailand to Bangladesh, and then another flight from across the Caspian from Kazakhstan to Azerbaijan.
A lot of place names to remember, Alex.
Yeah. Yeah.
With a lot of letters in them. You started out. Why did you decide to do this mission in the first place?
Yeah, I guess I've been into long distance hiking for since I was a kid. Like when I was back in high school, I was reading about long distance hiking trails around the world. And once I finished school, I kind of started dabbling in hiking. And before this one, I'd done a couple of like multi-month long distance hikes. And I'd come back from the last one it was about during COVID. It was about 3,700 Ks in Australia from like the Flinders Ranges in South Australia, kind of like down past Adelaide, and then along the coast to Melbourne, and then up to the Australian Alps through like Canberra, then to Sydney.
I'm from Canberra.
Hey, there you go. Yeah.
A great place to walk through, and then you walk out the other side.
Yeah. But yeah, I came back from that one and ended up coming up with the idea for this and decided to go all in and go on a multi-year adventure. And so, yeah, here I am.
That's crazy. You must like, when you said like walking through, Flinders Ranges and that sort of stuff, you must feel like an explorer. You must feel like one of the first early explorers. Like this is what they felt like when they walked up this mountain.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I feel like at least on that, I was following like a hiking trail. So they've got they've got water tanks in there and stuff for the areas where they don't get so much water. So not as bad as the early explorers had to go, but definitely still an adventure.
It's amazing, man. It really is. It's staggering. What sort of footwear are you in the whole time?
So I wear a brand of trail runners called Brooks, and it's like Brooks Cascadia. And so love them. Been wearing them for years, even before this walk. So I'm on about maybe my 9th or 10th pair at the moment. Yeah.
What do they sponsor you?
They've helped out with some shoes along the way. Yeah.
Nice. So they should, man. So they should. So how do you like afford then to do your travels? When I watch your videos, it seems like you got basically nothing on you, and it seems as if you just figure it out each day.
Yeah, I'm not carrying a lot. Like my backpack is about 42 liters, and I think my like the weight of my pack without food or water is probably around about 6 kilograms. In terms of how did I pay for it? I just saved up before the walk, and now I'm making a bit of money online through like Patreon. So like you can get like access to longer videos of each day of the walk by signing up to that. And so now that's like a big help towards keeping me going.
That's great. What was your job you had before walking that earned the money?
So I had just finished uni, done the last big walk, and then during uni I was working in the warehouse of IKEA.
IKEA?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then after uni was working, after going back from my last big walk, I was working at first in a hiking store called MacPack, and then delivering groceries on like an e-bike for a company called Milk Run.
No way.
So, yeah.
I imagine when you finish this thing, your jobs are going to look a little different. Do you know what would want to do for money or job work after you've successfully finished this thing?
No, at the moment, not too sure. I feel like if there was a way that I kind of keep incorporating like my love for hiking and adventures kind of into it, whether it's like maybe I lead some tours to some of my favorite places or something like that along the walk, or I don't know. I'd like to try and keep on building on what I've on these adventures somehow. But yeah, we'll see. Not too sure.
That's awesome. Because when I think of my like ideal trip, and I think of most people, I think of like, a relaxing, like shared experience with others, collecting souvenirs maybe. And it, like you've gone the complete opposite. You're like into the wild, doing it alone, collecting nothing. You find meaning in a different way than a lot of people, I think.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I guess I appreciate a relaxing holiday now. I feel like, walking every day when you finally get a chance to put up your feet and just kick back, then I love that. But yeah, I guess I like going on a long journey.
Yeah, you do, man. You do. It's like to wrap my head around. I'm just like the opposite. I'm lazy, basically. And just to see you like, okay, I'm going to spend 4 years of my life walking just about every day. to accomplish this thing. I mean, it's obviously admirable, and I'm trying to wrap my head around why someone would do it.
I feel like I can be pretty lazy in my regular life.
Really?
And maybe that's why I like doing something like this, because like once I commit myself something big like this, then I'm like every day it's just like you got to get up and you got to keep doing it.
Right.
Whereas I feel like in my normal life, definitely a lot more lazy, not as up and go.
I bet your lazy is very different to my version of lazy. So just day to day, what does your typical day look like? You wake up in the crack of dawn, you get going.
It varies. I feel like at some points of the walk, when I first started, I was getting up at the crack of dawn. Now I feel like maybe I'm up around like 7:30, 8, kind of like ease into my day.
Oh, you are lazy. You are lazy. You're right. 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
Shit, what a sleep in.
And pack up my tent and just kind of start walking. And then throughout the day, pretty much just like walk until like the sun goes down. And throughout that, it's, maybe I'm meeting people along the way, stopping and having a tea with someone or some it depends. Like if you're in the desert, then there's absolutely nothing. And most of the time you're just out there by yourself. But then other times, you often be passing through villages. People might ask you to stop and chat.
I imagine that's fun. Walking through, when I watch some of your videos, like the landscape is just like flat and nothingness, it looks like. And I'm like, you have to walk through that desert for how long by yourself? Yeah. Like you must get lonely, bored, exhausted. How do you like persevere through the physical and mental challenges of being alone?
Yeah, I guess, for instance, I like the desert, like the solitude of that. I feel like it can be more lonely being in places where you don't speak the language and you can't really communicate or connect with the people. There'll be times I feel like that would be more lonely. Whereas when I'm like out in the desert and I have my own space, then I actually kind of quite enjoy that time.
That's interesting. You feel less lonely when you're alone. It's almost like it could be a song or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
It leads me to my next question. And my next question was going to be one that my boss wanted me to ask, because actually his name's Beckerman and he's here, and he was like the guy. He wanted you on the show basically because he's a big fan of yours. So I'd like to, Beckerman, you want to ask a couple questions, mate? Come on up. Come on, I'll give you you want to go there or here? Can he see him there? Here, come here. Come to me. Here, I'll swap out.
Hey, man.
Hey, Alex, how are you? I'm fangirling out a little bit. When you follow someone online for 6 or 8 months straight and you just hope for the videos to come out and then you get to see them. And I'm so happy Charlie was able to corral you. I figured that you were off in the deserts of Kazakhstan somewhere still, but I'm glad you're safe in Tbilisi. I don't know how.
Yeah.
Speaking of safety, like I watch you and I've traveled a lot in much more posh conditions than you're traveling, but there's always a bit of fear when you go somewhere, especially somewhere that's off the beaten path a little bit. Like Kazakhstan, for example. You were walking for what, a month, 2 months across Kazakhstan?
Yeah, I guess especially like being on foot, you're quite vulnerable.
Yeah.
Like, you're out there, you're by yourself, you can't really get away quite quick or anything. But I do find that when you're off the beaten path, the average person that you're coming across is just a normal person going about their life and is kind and will look out for you. Whereas I feel like if you're more likely to be traveling and going to like heavily touristy areas, then you're more likely maybe to come across someone who's more likely to try and take advantage of a tourist. Or whereas, when you're out walking in the middle of nowhere, you're just coming across the average person going about their life.
You talk a lot about the kindness of strangers that you meet, people bringing you food on the side of the road. Are Kazakhs, like Kazakhstan's the most recent country that you were posting about? Are some of them following you online and going and finding you on the roads, or are these just people that see like some insane Aussie in the middle of nowhere and they're like, God, this guy desperately needs our help, obviously?
More that. Yeah. I don't think I don't think I've ever really, it's very rare that someone would actually know who I was out there. It's normally just locals going past and just stopping to say hi and ask where I'm going and if I need a ride, maybe bringing out like a cold drink or something. Right. Yeah.
Couple really practical questions. I'll leave you back to Charlie. Number one, do you have like an Apple Watch? Do you count your your steps every single day? Do you have any idea how many steps your record is?
No Apple Watch. I've looked at my phone before. I don't know steps too well. I think it was in the 80,000. Is that right? 80,000 steps, maybe something like 89.
Yeah,
maybe
that's
89,000.
It's sort of absurd. Like I
Yeah.
think anybody I know in the world, like 25 would be their most, but it wouldn't surprise me if you're getting it. Really practical. Sorry to ask. I got to know. How do you poop? Just like side of the road, dig a hole kind of thing?
Yeah, so I've got a little trowel with me, and so I'll use that to like dig a hole.
Yeah.
And I've actually, because like you have the issue of toilet paper, and you're not meant to bury toilet paper, so you're meant to pack it out if you're carrying it. I don't want to carry dirty toilet paper with me, so I've got like a little bidet kind of thing that attaches to my water bottle, so I can use that to like wash my butt.
Oh, got it. So you try to avoid the toilet paper. Do you ever get like that? Are you? I'm sure you try to do it when like the cars are not passing by, but it can't always work out. So do you just like hope and pray that nobody's gonna see you? And
I feel like I'm only digging a hole and pooping if I'm like in the woods. Not if I'm passing through villages and stuff like that, then I'll try and like find like a little local restaurant or something that might have a toilet that I can use.
Yeah. One last question. I promise to let you go. A friend of yours from home was interviewing you at some point or asking you questions. A woman, I forgot her name. And Marley. And she said that, and you said something that was so interesting. She said, as a traveler, what is it that brings you the most joy, or why do you do this? And you said it's the freedom that it brings. And I heard that again, but so many things can sort of intrude on the freedom, like the fear can intrude on the freedom, the hunger that you suffer through sometimes, like what's the next country going to be? But do you always have that perspective that you're living this life that so many other people would love to live, but they buy into, like myself, the corporate world, and they're stuck here, but they would love to live. Do you feel that freedom even 2.5 years in? Do you still feel that way?
Yeah, I guess the thing that I also really like about it is like the sense of direction it kind of gives.
Yeah.
In the sense that every day I'm waking up and I've got this clear goal that I'm working towards. And so, and just building on that slowly every day, just keep on moving in the right direction. So having that is really nice. But in that, even though you've got that structure, every day is open and new. Like you don't know who you're going to meet. You don't know, you're passing through a new place. So in that sense, you've got that sense of freedom, which is, it's beautiful. It can be tiring in the sense that like when you're out there for 2.5 years. And so I think it's really nice kind of having a break like this where you kind of have a little bit of familiarity for a bit. So then you're charged up to ready just to go back out into the unknown.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'll give you back to Charlie. I know your path isn't necessarily going to go through Southern California, but if it does, if for any reason you decide I
would like to go on the Pacific Crest Trail. So maybe we'll see.
You got all the free meals you can possibly want. Just come by, give us a ring, and we'll take care of you for as long as we possibly can.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
You as well. Give it back to Charlie.
That is so funny. Actually, I don't know if Beckerman knows this, but for most interviews, before the interview, I go to my 4-year-old daughter, Peach, and I ask her, what's one question you want to ask the person I'm interviewing? And you'll never guess what she wanted to know. Where do you poop?
Good day, mate. I love you. Good day, mate.
What question have you got?
Where do you poop around the world?
Where do you poop?
Do you stop and find an old man's toilet? Or do you just go back to your house and poop?
So Beckerman and
it's a good question.
It's a good question, and I guess you guys got the similar. That's awesome. To follow on from what Beckerman was saying, you must feel like now that you're resting, do you count down the days until you get back and do this physical feat, or are you excited to get back to do it?
Yeah, especially right now coming up, I'm here in Georgia. I've got some awesome hiking ahead of me. I'll be following just trails through the Caucasus Mountains for the next probably take me maybe a month and a half left in Georgia. I'm taking a very kind of windy route, just trying to hit the most beautiful parts of the country. So for that, super stoked for. That'll be really good.
Where has been the single most beautiful sight? You've not even country or city. What's when you lay your eyes on something? What's the most beautiful image you've seen?
There was some pretty good views in Nepal, in the Himalayas. I feel going up around the Everest region when you're climbing up mountains up to like above like 5,000 meters, and you've just got these incredible views of like the tallest mountains in the world. That's definitely up there for sure.
And like, you know, I don't know if this is the right phrasing, but where's the worst place you visited? Like, where are you never going back to?
So I feel like I don't necessarily have that. I feel like going through like a monsoon, like going through Malaysia during the monsoon season, where it's just like the temperatures were just like incredibly hot and just so humid. So I feel like I would not go back during that time of year, but I would definitely go back to Malaysia. But yeah, I feel like there hasn't been a bad country yet.
That's great. That's great. And you meet nice locals, I assume, in every country. And do you just sort of like ask them for a favor, like, can I stay at your house or can I have some food? Or do you try to barter with them somehow?
No, generally, I feel like they're always like, it's always coming from invitation from the other person generally. Left up to my own accord, I'll normally try and find somewhere I can camp or something. But, you know, if I'm staying with someone, it's generally because they'll call me over and maybe just sit down and have a tea. And then they'll be like, where are you staying tonight? And they'll be like, oh, you know, you stay here kind of thing. And they'll give me a place to stay. That's often generally how it works, I feel. Yeah.
Have you had any, like, you know, must have had some hairy situations where like either someone has said you can stay and you've been like, I don't know if there's something about them, or I don't know, like if you're pitching a tent by the side of a road you've never been to with a bunch of people you've never met, and I assume some things must have happened.
So far, not. Like the only, like I feel like you're good over time. You get good at like kind of reading, you know, whether you can trust someone or not. I'm sure it's not 100% safe, but you kind of get a good feeling of like whether you would accept someone's invitation or not. And then in terms of like camping, the only time that I've really been disturbed in the middle of the night was by a farmer in a rubber tree plantation in Thailand who came. I didn't realize at the time, but it turns out they work in the middle of the night to cut the trees because the sap runs better in the cooler night air. And so I turned on my flashlight because I had some ants eat their way into my tent in the middle of the night, and I was covered in these ants biting me. And so when I turned on my light, he saw me and he came over. And he was a little shocked to find me camped in his plantation, but
but you can't control. You can't control that guy's reaction. Like I've seen, I've seen The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio, and they've got like a marijuana plantation on that island, and like when the tourists walk through it, they all get shot. And so you might stumble through some sort of banana plantation, and then some guy thinks like, who's this white guy coming to steal my bananas or what have you? like that's got to be that would be my most major concern on the road.
Yeah. Thankfully not. His main concern was where was my motorbike? Where was my bike? And I tried to explain to him that I'm walking. But he just kind of ended up walking away and let me be, and I kept on sleeping. Have
you like eaten or drunk anything bizarre?
I guess going through Kazakhstan, in Uzbekistan, I drank horse milk, fermented horse milk, and fermented camel's milk. So
horses can be like a cow. You can get, they got teats.
I guess so. Yeah.
Huh. No way. Do the locals do it by hand, or do they have one of those other?
I never saw them do it, but I presume it's by hand. But yeah, in the like markets and stuff, you can buy yourself a bottle of fermented horse milk.
And how is it?
It's like incredibly sour.
Okay.
I was expecting it to be a lot more gross, but like it's almost like kind of pleasant, just like how sour, like almost like a lolly, like a sour lolly. Like, yeah, it was good. I got into it, I feel.
You're selling it. I'm surprised if horse milk is that good. I'm surprised, we don't do it over here.
Yeah, well, they love it there. It's like one of their like main traditional drinks that they got there. So
interesting. I wonder if you can buy that in Los Angeles. Have you got any like things that you miss about home? Obviously, friends and family, and that sort of, but have you got like items or comforts that you miss?
Definitely friends and family is like top. I do miss having like having like a blender. I feel like one of my main things back home is like making myself like a nice smoothie, like a smoothie bowl or something.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of the things that I would miss the most.
A blender. I like it.
Yeah.
Do you have any like walking groupies come with you? Do you ever like have any locals or anyone like sort of want to do that day or that hour with you?
No. like I made friends with a guy when I was in India. He was traveling by bicycle, and we just happened to. He was like a guy from India who's just been traveling for the last half a year on his bike around the country, and we happened to just bump into each other one day. And so for the next couple of days, he just walked his bike next to me, and we just like traveled together.
See, that's nice. I like that.
That was lovely. Yeah. But yeah, generally, I feel like because my videos are often like delayed from where I'm actually up to,
True.
Therefore, people don't necessarily know when I'm passing through where they might be living.
True. That's true. How old are you?
Turned 30 out here back in March.
Oh, you just turned 30.
Yeah.
Now, look, you know, I'm a young man myself, not as quite as young as you, but I'm curious, you know, what do you do like about sort of a sex life, or, you know, how do you're out there for 4 years, brother, and you're 30. Yeah. Like, so, I mean, there's
not a lot going on.
There's a not. Is it sort of like if the swag is a shaken, don't come a? Is it one of those sort of?
I don't know if I could fit another person in there, to be honest. There's only room for one.
So I mean, you just kind of a bit of a abstinent sort of guy throughout this, or you might meet a nice. I know you might worry like your parents or someone might hear this, but like you walk through, you might meet a nice local girl, or is there any of that?
No. No. In terms of like no. Like no. I feel like most of the time, like I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Like it's not like I'm not really passing through big cities where maybe you'd go out more social. I feel like it's often like I'm just kind of like in the middle of nowhere, passing through small little villages. Yeah, so not so much.
And I'll drop it, I promise, after this. But like, do you miss it, or like do you sort of like you're 30 years old, bro? If you're going for 4 years, it's like going to prison or something. You know? Do you sort of like? This is the last time I ask about it.
I feel like I'm adaptable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. That was fun. So
it's the first time I've ever been asked that. So well
okay,
done.
good. I aim to be like, try to ask creative questions. So how do you communicate with the locals then? You use like Google Translate?
Yeah, a mix of like Google Translate, maybe like the basic words. Like I'll often learn like, where are you going? And I'll know when I hear that how to say the next town or whatever. And so like I feel like I can kind of often have like the basic intro conversation where they might be like, where are you from? Where are you going? How are you? But in terms of like deeper conversations, yeah, you'd have to rely on like Google Translate.
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah. And it's hard just not having that, meaty conversation with anyone. You can have like hi, where's the local post office? Like, sure.
Yeah.
But not to sort of just talk about life or talk about, something that happened to you that day or something you're scared about.
Yeah. No, I feel like that's why taking a break like this now is great. I feel like it definitely can take its toll and build up after a long time. And especially when I then kind of come across like maybe another traveler who can speak English and we have like a good conversation, like I'm almost like buzzing from the conversation, like getting like a real rush from it, just because I'm so kind of deprived from being able to have like an in-depth conversation.
Totally. Okay, these are our final few questions and then I'll let you get on your way. So I ask this to everybody I interview and usually they're entertainers, but can you give me your favorite thing about America in your best American accent?
All right. My favorite thing about America is their hiking trails. They got some real nice national parks.
That is good. I like that. It's funny.
Whenever
like maybe an actor or a singer is different, but whenever I do my American accent, I put on a southern. For some reason, we always do the southern.
Yeah. All right. I feel like it must probably be the easiest to hit.
I think so too. What do you think about Forrest Gump? That guy just started running, kept on running. Do you feel like do you relate to Forrest Gump in any way?
It's been a long time since I've seen the movie. I guess so. Yeah. I guess in the sense of just like, he just kind of wanted to start running and see where it took him, I guess. And just like, I feel like there's a sense to the walking, just see how far I can go, where I'll end up. Yeah.
Probably like, you probably don't share that many similarities with Forrest Gump, but the walking, sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So we had an idea here from someone sitting here. His name's Chris. He was a bit worried that when you catch a boat from one place to another, you're kind of missing out on those steps.
Yeah.
And so what his idea was, you could put like, you know how many meters that is between those two things. You should have a walking treadmill on the boat so that you can properly, I mean, if you want to walk across the world, you got to walk across water too.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea. If you can sort me out with a treadmill and I can get them to let me take it on the boat, I'll give it a whirl.
Because I've seen like when you are trying to cross a border and the border's closed, you don't like you'll take a car and a plane and whatever you need to get back and touch the fence of the border from the other side. But water doesn't work like that, obviously.
No, water doesn't work like that. But I'll do that for the borders, yeah.
Yeah, because you seem like very committed to sort of like do it sort of by the book. You know what I mean? Like so that people online aren't like, he went through the border and he like
I feel like I've always been like that. Like back before like my previous walks when I didn't like document them, like this is the first time I have, like I was just as kind of strict to the rule. I feel like I enjoy the extra challenge to it. And I kind of like feeling like you've got that unbroken path. So I feel like it's very much a personal thing and not necessarily holding myself account to the fact that
last thing, when you get back home and you settle back into everyday life, I imagine that'll be kind of challenging, to be honest, because you've lived such a extraordinary nomadic few years. What do you think for the rest of your life? You're getting back, you settle into Sydney. Do you think that like you're going to miss being on the road again, and then you probably might set out on some other physical feat?
Yeah, I feel like I'll definitely never do anything ever as long as this again. But I feel like I will probably, after a little while back home, I'll probably maybe start to get the itch again. Maybe I'll try and incorporate maybe one small thing, like once a year, maybe like a month walk, maybe just across like one specific country or something. I don't know. I feel like I always kind of would love to keep the adventure and like walking kind of incorporated into my life. Yeah.
There can be nothing as crazy as like walking across the whole world, obviously. But is there anything out there, any other challenge that you're like, before I die, like that's a bucket list thing that I want to accomplish?
No. I just keep doing more walks. I feel like there's a bunch of trails all around the world, like that, some that I won't be able to go to on this walk that I'd like to do. But yeah, in terms of like any major challenge, no. I feel like I'm pretty focused on this one at the moment.
I can imagine. Well, good on you, Alex, bro. It's just like, it's amazing to follow you. This is the reason I like doing this podcast, just to talk to like just interesting stories and interesting. It's just, it's fantastic. And I know you're raising money as well for Fred Hollows. So, it's a great thing you're doing, not only for yourself, but for, kids out there. So thanks for coming on, man. Good luck with the rest of it. I know you got like maybe a year and a half left, hopefully.
Probably, maybe a bit more, I reckon. We'll see. I might end up doing South America too. We'll see. I'm playing with a few different ideas. So like, I feel like expect probably a couple more years.
A couple more years. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be following you every step of the way. No pun intended. And yeah, if you come through Southern California, I will drive as far as, I will drive 2 hours to come and see you walk. I'm no further than that. If you're 2 hours from LA, I will drive and I'll give you a high five as you walk past. Maybe give you a Gatorade.
Yeah, it sounds good. I'd love it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Alex. I appreciate you, mate.
Thank you for having me on.
Good luck with the rest
Appreciate
of it. Cheers. Christina.
Cotton, mate. How are you?
I'm good. You're back from a extended break.
I did. I had such a lovely, Americans say vacation.
Vacation. Yeah,
I had a good
holiday.
I had a good holiday.
Where'd you go?
I went to South Korea. Yep, Seoul for a few days. And then it was kind of like an extended layover on the way to Bali, because Bali is far from America.
You came all the way to come and live in America just a vacation in Bali.
Okay, let me get this straight for a second. That's not what happened. My sister-in-law had her 40th in Bali, so they were all going to Bali for that. And I don't want to miss out.
Yeah, like Bali, if you're listening and you're American, Bali's like our Cancun. Australia's
definitely
Cancun.
like our Mexico, 100%.
Yeah, you go and visit, it's beautiful, it's cheap.
It's only a 2-hour flight from Darwin.
It's
what?
But from here, it's a long way. But in Korea, do they have like Korean barbecue like they have?
Yeah.
Do they have it where they fry it yourself and stuff?
Yeah. Korean barbecue in Korea is better than Korean barbecue in K-Town.
I bet. I just wouldn't know. Sometimes I didn't. Wow.
Korean food is so good. I ate up a storm in that place.
We need to have like a dedicated podcast, like, big in Korea. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
big in Korea. Oh, we got K-pop.
K-pop. I'm going to KCON this weekend.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Let's just end Big Down Under and call it Big in Korea.
Nah, enough with Australians.
Yeah.
I don't even care about them.
I like it.
I'm all for K-pop
I like
right
it.
now.
All right, let's get through this last ever segment of This Week Down Under.
Next week we'll start.
This week in Seoul or whatever.
In Seoul. This
Yeah.
week in Korea. This week in
Korea.
K-Town.
Okay, look. I look
South
forward to that.
Korea.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my bit. Okay.
Your bit.
So stories from Down Under. Now I sent this to you yesterday. Indy Clinton.
Yeah.
Have you heard of her before?
I have had people. The good thing about doing this podcast is now I just have people sending me Aussies that they like, and now I just
Yes.
I'm aware.
I love Indy.
Yeah, I like it too.
Incredible influencer. She has like close to 1 million followers on Instagram, over 2 million on TikTok. She's killing it. She kind of showcases her chaotic family life. She's got 3 kids with her husband Ed, and her videos are chaos.
Right.
And it just shows the real side of being a parent.
I like that.
She recently had a nose job.
Oh, okay. For cosmetic or for
cosmetic
Gotcha.
reasons.
Not that it's
and
relevant.
also she got hit by a surfboard. A surfboard hit her face.
Oh no.
And so that kind of propelled her reasoning to get it. And since getting her nose job, she hasn't really spoken about it. People have been in her comments like, what happened to your nose? What happened to your face? You look like Michael Jackson. Like full on bullying this
really?
poor woman. She's
Yeah.
like 28. She's so young. She's so beautiful. Before nose job, after nose job, she's stunning. And she's recently spoken out about it just a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, I'm aware of my nose. And she didn't ask for this specific change in her nose.
True.
I wanted a few things fixed, but we agreed on minor tweaks. When I went under, that was agreed on. Does it look like I've had minor tweaks? There's your answer. There is your answer, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't, in fact, choose this. I didn't, in fact, lie to you. It's just the way the cookie crumbles.
So she's saying that the doctor made a big boo-boo.
What?
Yes. And she asked for minor tweaks, and she was like, do these look like minor tweaks to you? These are not minor tweaks.
Stop it.
Yeah, so she woke up and said, this is not what I asked for.
Oh, could you like if you get a haircut and it's not right, you're like mortified.
This is a nose job. But you know what? Having, like, if you know her, if you follow her, classic Australian attitude though. She's so laid back. She's like, whatever. Like, I don't regret it. This is the way it is. Like,
oh my God.
So, but the people who are hating on her is just horrific.
Yeah.
And like, shout out to her for kind of like standing up for herself and being like, I see you and what you're doing, enough. Like, stop commenting on people's looks.
I agree. I mean, but are you allowed to comment if you notice someone's got like a massive augmentation to their body? Should they like go, we both know that I've changed my boobs or whatever, you know what I mean? Or should it just like completely unsaid, he's just like a wink and a nudge?
I feel like if it's, no one should be negatively saying, what happened to your nose?
True.
You look like Michael Jackson.
True.
Like, no one should be saying, no bullying. Like, that's not nice.
Okay.
But I don't know, when you're in the public eye, it is hard to be like, hey, you got a boob job.
Yeah. It's hard to face that under the radar.
Yeah.
But yeah, good on you, Indy, though.
Good on Indy. I'd love to get her on the podcast.
Let's try to get her on. I think I reached out and I think I didn't hear back. Maybe time to reach out again.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Well, she's been all over the news over here for the nose thing.
Did she make news in America?
Yeah, on People covered it. Like, we covered it, toofab.
Oh,
like,
shout out.
She's making waves. Good on her.
Killer. Okay.
Next up, Martha Stewart.
Oh.
Martha Stewart.
Famous Australian?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
Hang on, there is a tie into Australia.
Okay, good.
So she has this new ad out in Australia for Rexona, you know, the deodorant brand.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a leg that appears in this ad. And it's a famous Australian, well, kind of famous.
You're supposed to try to pick whose leg it is based on the, like, how hairy or how...
I mean, you can pick, but it'd be very hard. All men's legs look pretty hairy and the
pretty
same.
gross. Okay.
I
okay,
imagine
lay it on me.
It is... I don't think you'd know him. He was on Love Island.
Oh.
Season 6 last year in Australia. Tommy Armour.
Oh,
Wait, you know him?
he's like that guy. He does an Australian accent like
Yes.
this. Aussie, so Aussie.
He's a Sparky. Was a Sparky.
Yeah, he had a mullet.
Yes, yeah.
I remember.
He was the famous leg in this Rexona ad with Martha Stewart. What a get. Like,
What a come up.
just a year ago, he was out there, you know, like fixing the wires, light bulbs. My husband will kill me. That's probably more to electricians.
Yeah.
There's probably
Light
more.
bulb wires.
There's a lot more than that. And then now he's working with Martha Stewart.
Incredible.
Like, it's such a funny ad. Have you seen it?
No.
It's really playing into Martha Stewart's like sexual side.
Oh, good.
Like they're really putting into that and like talk about like where to put your deodorant. And then at the end, she's like, and if you know what I'm thinking, you can put it down under.
Oh, I like Martha.
Me too. Martha's
She's fun.
great.
Tommy.
Yeah,
Tommy,
good
right?
on him. Tommy.
Anything else, or was that it?
I think that was really it.
You had
I
a
did.
half-hearted idea that wasn't really worth it.
Well, I don't know when to talk about it. Like, it's about the social media ban in Australia.
All social media is banned?
Well, not all for kids under 16.
Oh, okay.
It's coming into place in December. Like, it was brought up last year, but now it's like really it's coming into place. Like,
So if you're
YouTube's
under
now
when?
Under 16.
You're not allowed social media?
Yeah, so basically from 11th of December this year, social media companies will be required to take reasonable steps to prevent Australian children and teenagers under 16 from using their platforms.
Wow.
Crazy.
That is, I wonder if it's good or bad. It's kind of good, but also that's just the way of the world right now. Like,
I know, but it's like a plea to stop like online like bullying and
Yeah.
like sexual content being spread and things like that, like nudity and
I think it'd be great if everybody kind of like went for it, but I don't know if.
I mean, the thing is, like, I was at Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. Sorry, this is going on forever. Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards a few weekends ago. All these kids are like internet celebrities.
Yeah.
That's the celebrity these days.
Yeah.
So if you don't have YouTube in Australia for under 16-year-olds, these kids that are trying to be like the next YouTube star, they have nowhere to
True.
start.
Good point. Very good point.
Like, these kids are so young. And I was going there being like, I need to do some research because I don't know who half these people are.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they
I don't
like-
know half the people are. Anyone who's like got millions of followers, there's still, I don't know who anyway.
And they're running the internet.
Right.
Like, they wouldn't know people that we talk about.
Totally.
Because this is a whole new wave of celebrity.
But Australians, I guess, from now on,
No,
can't join them. Can't be an influencer.
come to LA.
Come to LA. Some of them are. Some of them are.
They really are.
Look at the recent episodes of Big Down Under for more influence.
Yeah.
Okay, Christina.
Thanks, Cotton.
Glad you're back.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Glad you're home
Oh,
in Los Angeles.
yes, thank you.
Okay. See you guys next week.
Bye.